Hey guys, in this video, we're going to be reviewing the Therapy Cupping Massager. So you've spent $285 on ads with $0 in sales. You're selling to the United Kingdom with a link CPC of $1.80 and a link CTR of 1.25%. You have 11 add to carts with a cost per add to cart of $25.91. You have no sales and you have a break-even cost per purchase of $26. Now, right off the bat, what I want to say is you've spent nearly $285 on ads with no sales, and I would never recommend doing this. If you can't make sales within $100 of ad spend, usually I would kill the campaign. If you can't even make one sale, it'll be very hard to be profitable unless you're selling an expensive, high-ticket product. So going forward, make sure you limit your ad spend to $100 when you have no sales. So let's have a look at the ad creative. Okay, right off the bat, I'm actually very impressed with this ad. I mean, it shows off the product, it has good copywriting, good music, good pacing, but the issue I have is with the actual product. Now, I've done copying before, right? And when they're playing with your blood like that, it's not something I'd ever be comfortable doing at home, right? I'd rather go to a clinic and get it done by professionals. I would never, ever want to do a procedure like this at home, which is the initial issue I have with this product. Now, are there people out there that would like to do copying at home? Yes, definitely. And I think this product has also done well on Amazon. However, to target a mass market, if you want to make money with paid ads, you have to target the mass market audience. And I think many people will not be comfortable doing copying at home. So let's just go through the ad anyway. The hook, get professional grade muscle therapy at home. That's a decent hook. It can be better because, professional grade muscle therapy. Go into more detail about muscle therapy. You've given a feature here. You're telling them to get muscle therapy, but you're not really giving them the overall benefit of that, right? So the feature could be muscle therapy. The benefit would be feel better, right? Or something along those lines. The next scene, you have relieve body pain with our therapy cupping massager. This could actually be a better intro hook as you've gone right into the benefit of the product, relieve body pain. You have footage of the product being used, provides deep tissue massage to alleviate pain, and you're showing off what the product does. Adjustable suction strength for a personalized massage, improves blood flow, a great tool for athletes, a game-changing device. So overall, the copywriting is very good, the scenes are very good, the music is very good, and I do like the ad. However, the issue I think I have with the product is that it's something that people will not be comfortable doing at home, which is why your results aren't doing too well. So next, let's have a look at the ad statistics. So you have 5 ad sets, and each of these have spent around $50, and the CPM is $22, which is a little bit high. Your CTR is 1.25%, which is not great, right? It's a decent CTR when you have a low CPM audience, but your audience is pretty expensive, and a 1.25% CTR does not cut it. And due to that, your CPC is very high, $1.80. If you have a CPC of $1.80, unless you have a high average order value, it could be very hard to be profitable. And, to build on that point, you have 11 add to carts, and you've told me that your break-even cost per purchase is around the same price as your cost per add to cart. And based on these CPCs, it just wouldn't work. Now, reasons for a low CTR, right? Reasons for a low CTR and a high CPC. It comes down to your audience, it comes down to your creative, it comes down to the country you're targeting. Now, the creative here is good, but the issue you might have is if people don't want this product, they're not going to click through onto your website. So I've said the ad creative is good, but the CPC is still high, and I think that's just due to the product itself. Alternatively, what you could do is also test different audiences. As you can see here, the health and wellness audience has the best CTR and the cheapest CPC, and the rest of them, this one here, outdoor activities, has a very low CTR and a high CPC. So maybe testing more audiences similar to health and wellness could do well. However, as you can see here, $1.50 is still a very high CPC when you're selling a product that has a $25 cost per purchase. Overall, these ad statistics aren't the best, but I think that's due to the product more than the creative itself. So now let's have a look at your website. And right off the bat, you have 2 headers. This is too much. You should never have 2 headers unless you're doing it for a special occasion like, Black Friday, then it might make sense. But you should never have 2 headers because it doesn't make sense to have that, right? It confuses customers. You want to keep the messaging very clean. So I would remove one of these headers. And then below you have your products. So therapy, cupping, massager, 57 reviews. Having at least 100 reviews will help you more, but 57 is fine. You have a sale. You have 3 different colors, black, blue, red. The images look professional. You've shown off the product. You have the packaging. You have the product being used. And once again, just looking at this makes me a little anxious because, it doesn't look safe, right? Like the mass market audience would not be comfortable with a product like this if that's what it does to you. It looks like it's damaging you, right? Now, obviously, people who know cupping know how it works, why it works. But for a mass market audience, this does not look like something I'd want to do. I'd be scared to do this at home because, it's your blood, right? If you make a mistake, you could be in hospital. So I wouldn't be comfortable using a product like this at home. And I feel a lot of people have that same belief. And then you have your add to cart button. You have quantity discounts, which is cool. You have the frequently bought together. This is completely fine. And then you have your product description. Recovery has never been so easy. Give your cells a muscle and energy boost. And then you have more bullet points here. So overall, the description is decent. And then you have your shipping, you have your guarantee, and then you have your reviews. Now, these reviews, they're very short, very, very good, helps me a lot. I would definitely recommend adding more detailed reviews. Go to Amazon, find this product, and find a way to improve the length of your reviews. As just reading, good team, I like what I need, it doesn't make sense, everything works fine. It doesn't really add a lot of trust, right? So make sure, if you're going to run a product like this in the future, make sure your top reviews at the very least are highly detailed. You can have short reviews like this near the bottom when people don't scroll. So if you click see more reviews, if you have those reviews down here, it will be better because people don't see them. But for your main reviews, make sure they're at the top and people can read them. And then below your reviews, you have your mission and your footer menu. All of this looks completely fine. So let's have a look at the rest of your website. One thing I don't like is how your logo is not fully aligned with the menu items. So I'll try to fix the spacing here to make them aligned. So your homepage, you have an image here of a woman in Bali. I think she's having a good time. That looks okay. And then you have your healthcare collection. You have 7 products on here. It does look a little empty. And what I don't like is that the product images aren't the same length. So they're all over the place. This image here is very tall and this one here is very short. It doesn't look good. So make sure for all your products that all your images are the same size. And then you have your mission and your footer menu. Then you have the About Us page. This is fine, but just add more paragraphs. You can make this into 2 to 3 paragraphs just to make it easier to read. And you can even add an image to make the page flow better. And then you have the featured collection. Like I said earlier, maybe add a few more products and make sure all your product images are the same size so it looks professional. Right now, one of these is tall and the other ones are short and it does not look professional. And then you have the order lookup page, and I assume that this links to track 1 to 3. Yep, this is completely fine. Then you have your support pages, FAQ, shipping, contact us. All of that is completely fine. So overall, your website is fine. It's not an issue. Like I said, get the collection fixed up. Your product page looks fine. The only issue I have with this campaign is the actual product. Make sure you never spend this much money on a campaign. If you don't have sales within $100 of ad spend, you can kill it in most cases. But yeah, I think you're on the right path. The overall issue here was with the actual product. And if you pick a better product, I'm sure you'll get some revenue in and you'll be able to be profitable.